After many episodes of Digivolution Line Explained, here we are to the last one. The support has been really amazing and it was really great to make them for y'all. And you know, there's still so many Digivolution Line out there, but to finish the series off, guys, we're going to do one more crazy Digimon that have so many DigiXros evolution, and that is Shoutmon. Yup! I mean, you know, Digimon Fusion is maybe not the best series out there, but it definitely got a ton of cool evolution. So, here it is, the final episode. Shoutmon Digivolution Line Explained. Enjoy.
Digivolution.
So, the first one is Shoutmon, a ferocious Digimon with extremely high aggressiveness due to its hot-blooded enthusiasm. However, it is a friendly towards its comrades and its friendship with other Digimon. Surpassing species can be deepened even further if they are recognized by Shoutmon. There's a unique feature to Shoutmon singing that converts its passion to energy, and it can perform an attack called Soul Crusher, which uses its mic to amplify the heated emotion blazing within its chest, then bash the opening. Because passion is the very source of the attack, it will definitely inflict damage no matter the target, and since Shoutmon won't give up fighting unless its passion disappears, this is the reason Shoutmon is said to be a ferocious Digimon with high aggressiveness. On one hand, he seems ferocious, but on the other hand, it is said to love music and songs. And he likes to hum songs with natural sounding background music like the sound of the wind, raindrops, the murmuring of a river, or a stirring of leaves on a tree, because he can often become too enthusiastic in its song, accidentally letting off its Soul Crusher even though there aren't any enemies. It's probably safest to leave the spot at once if Shoutmon starts singing, so that he doesn't notice you. Shoutmon himself is said to have the mysterious trait of always having the McFeel brand mic in its possession, and a Shoutmon without the mic is not really a Shoutmon. It is said that a Shoutmon that has completely lost its mic will rapidly lose power from the shock of not being a Shoutmon anymore, and before long you will have wasted away. Therefore, you should never play a practical joke like hiding the mic. And there's also Shoutmon Yellow, that is a yellow version of Shoutmon. Now to Shoutmon King version, a Shoutmon with a valiant air and a yellow scarf that flutters in the wind. Its strength has increased drastically as a result of its training, and its performances, in which he used its McFeel brand mic, shine especially bright. Now, before we go ahead and go into every single Shoutmon form, you know what? Let's go ahead and get Shoutmon to Digivolve. So here it is, Omni Shoutmon, a Dragonman Digimon. It is a form obtained when Omnimon bestowed the legendary Digivolution upon a Shoutmon that released its boiling hot soul. In addition to its intense passion, he shines gold because his whole body is clad in the Omega Force, a power received from Omnimon, and its build is becoming crisp and sharp. Because of the glittering and sharpness of its body, its enemies only see Omni Shoutmon figure as an afterimage that cannot be pursued. And there's also cross-up Omega Shoutmon that is a cross-up with Dorilomon. Next up is Shoutmon Dx, born when Omni Shoutmon, who boasts the swiftest speed, obtained the fighting strength of Digimon, who boasts unparalleled power. He incarnated its high defensive and offensive power without losing Omni Shoutmon's speed by obtaining Digimon Gold Digizoid. There is never an opening too formidable before Shoutmon Dx, who boasts high mobility and offensive power. He possesses a disposition that constructs clever divinity with ferocious bestiality, deriving from the instincts within Omni Shoutmon and Digimon. Although he normally has a mild, kind, and friendly personality, once he gets into battle, he has a complete about face to a warrior burning with fury. He becomes both cool and audacious enough for battles to get violent, and that appearance is fitting to the name of Crusade Mode, as he seems to be the one who acts as an agent of divine punishment. He has the electric Buster Cross bayonet equipped to its right arm, and the gigantic Trident Just Fang claws on its left. Now here we are to Shoutmon plus Star Sword, which is an enhancement Digimon. It is Starmon and the Pixmon's Sword Union mode. The saw-shaped blade is strong and boasts perilous firmness, so that he shreds the opening when he cuts through them, inflicting massive damage. Because the wounds are completely rage, it takes time for the opening to recover from the damage of an ordinary attack, and they incur even greater damage. Also, because the united Pigmon can shift freely, it possesses not only firmness but also flexibility that allows it to bend like a willow branch and absorb impacts that are too strong. It can be said that the Star Sword has an appearance which embodies the strong ties of Starmon and the Pixmon's emotional bond. Now to Shoutmon plus Dorilo Kanon. It is Dorilomon Barberman mode in greatest special move. Because Dorilomon must concentrate on charging the energy, the cooperation of Shoutmon to take charge of signing is essential in order to hit the target. Furthermore, while charging the energy, Dorilomon's defensive power goes down to 0, leaving it completely defenseless. It becomes absolutely essential at this time to have Shoutmon aid in guarding it, and it can be said that this bold move can only be used when he has absolute trust in its partner. Now to Supersonic Sparrow. It is Sparrowmon's Mach Speed Cruiser mode that acquire even more speed. It possesses tremendous thrust and is able to carry Shoutmon on its back while flying. But if Shoutmon doesn't have a lot of willpower, it will be immediately blown off by the excess wind speed. There's an instrument called a Digicompressor within its body, which produces thrust by taking in air, supercompressing it, then exhausting it out its aft. This instrument can be used not only for flight but also for offensive techniques. Now to Shoutmon Star Wheel that can be seen in the manga, so that is a digifuse between Shoutmon and the Starmons. Next up is Cross Up Shoutmon Puppetmon that is a digifuse with Shoutmon and Puppetmon. There's also one with Kamamon, and there's another one that is Gigi Shoutmon that is a digifuse of Shoutmon and Digimon. There's also Cute Shoutmon that is Cutemon and Shoutmon digifusing together. Now to Shanitamon. It is the arm reconnaissance mode born from Shoutmon and Monetasmon overflowing curiosity. He specializes in methods of concealing its appearance, freely use ninjutsu to penetrate enemy territory, and can transmit the enemy info he has accumulated to its allies with Monetasmon's information sharing ability, and is able to withdraw whether he likes without being noticed. However, although he has this potential, for some mysterious and specific reason, it is never seen exhibiting this ability, because its curiosity easily gets the best of it. It frequently sneaks into areas differing from its objective, and performs the wrong arm reconnaissance against its better judgment. In particular, there are many eyewitness reports of it at hot springs or pools. He insists that it is a scout, not a warrior. Now to Dawn Shoutmon, that is the mainly soul mode, which possesses a furious soul brought forth by the burning fighting spirit of Shoutmon and Dodokomon. As its rhythmically swung down stick strikes its opponents, the shriek of the percussion across the battlefield resounds. Generally speaking, as a Digimon burning hot, its irrepressible fighting spirit will make Dawn Shoutmon rush even into conflicts it's not a part of, worsening the situation by leaps and bounds. If there's a petty quarrel in the west, he goes and starts a fist fighting rumble. And if there's a trivial dispute in the east, he goes and starts a feud of wounds. Wherever Dawn Shoutmon is, the conflicts will not be settled. The second that he horribly dives into someone else's fight, discussion is useless, and the opponent with its sticks he beats. Next, a different opponent with its sticks he beats. The first one he beats, the next again he beats, then a third he beats. Despite pretending to beat, he beats. No matter how, he beats. With this beating and beating and beating, a rhyme will gradually be produced, sometimes harshly and sometimes dolefully. Dawn Shoutmon will battle while spitting a tune. Those or Dawn Shoutmon's special moves. Although each of these techniques are the same, their names, song titles, seems to differ according to their rhymes. Next up is Punch Shoutmon, the digifuse of Shoutmon and Punchesmon White. Now to Shoutmon Time 2, the enhanced armor mode of Battistamon, who excels in defense, confers physical strength in defense, several times over to himself by housing Shoutmon within, and furthermore, as a result of using the latent abilities of these two Digimon, it brings out many powerful special moves. Its special moves are full of variety with close combat attacks, beam attacks, and leave emanations attacks, and have a well-roundedness which can cut with anything from one-on-one combat to group battles. So that mind is drawing more than enough from Ballistismon's latent abilities. Now Shoutmon Times 2 Plus, that is the Digifuse of Shoutmon Time 2 and Kamamon. Kamamon becomes a shell Shoutmon's Time 2 back. Like a turtle, Shoutmon's Time 2 can retreat into the shell to avoid an attack and can also breathe underwater. Now there's Shoutmon Time 2 and Complete Time 4 that is based on a dream Mikey had of Shoutmon Time 4. He takes the form of Shoutmon Times 3 with the Duralumon portions wiped out. Now to Shoutmon Time 3, that is a warrior called the physical mode born from Shoutmon, Ballistamon, and Doralumon's combat instinct and possessing the fundamental abilities of spirit, skill, and power in great supply. Its motion is rich with maneuverability and it makes parts of the enemy with its acrobatic movements. It appears slender and because its lean body joints absorb and dissipate the force they receive, it possesses the ability to resist impacts. The V on its chest is an all-purpose weapon. Now it's Shoutmon Time 3 GM. It is a Digimon born from Greymon and Meldramon joining with Shoutmon Time 3. Itself formed from Shoutmon, Ballistamon, and Duralumon. It specializes in super speed Earl Dog fights, and it is said that its figure, scorching hot and rolling with violent flames, can be felt even from several kilometers away. Now it's Shoutmon Time 3 SD, which is born from Skull Knightmon and Axemon joining with Shoutmon Time 3. Himself formed from Shoutmon, Ballistamon, and Duralumon, he heroically wields the gigantic victory spear and his figure ruthlessly mowing down opponents, fear as a fierce god of the halberd. Here we are to Shoutmon Time 4, which is a composition Digimon. It is a miraculous form called the Victory Mode. Born from Shoutmon, Ballistamon, Duralumon, and the Starmon's powerful desire to gain absolute victory. Its reason diet is nothing but enforcing the conviction. The power is tremendous and isn't a mistake to count it as one of the strongest Digimon. Its main specialty is in battling on the ground and he wields the Starsoid DX. Now to Shoutmon Time 4S, it is the Weapons Fighter mode, in which the Legend Armed Spadamon becomes a powerful weapon and joined with Shoutmon Time 4, which incarnated from Shoutmon, Ballistamon, Duralumon, and the Starmons. Spadamon trusts in the comrade that he accepted as its master and changed its shape. Shoutmon Time 4 has dramatically empowered its figure by equipping a weapon that, if held by an angel, will save the world, and if held by a demon, will destroy the world. So he races across the battlefield using dual-wielding combat style in which he freely manipulates its two weapons to mow down its enemies and seize victory. The source of its power is its single-minded, passionate desire that he wants to defend someone, and it is a courageous fighter who demonstrates its maximum power when he fights to defend someone. Also, the firing of the Vulcans on its head was sublimated into a special move due to the Spadamon's power. So he has obtained an ability greater than being armed to compensate for the weakness of having both its hands occupied with weapons. Now to Shoutmon Time 4K, that is the Digifuse of Shoutmon Time 4 with Nightmon and several Punchesmon Whites. Now to Shoutmon Time 4B, it is the Divine Horse mode, formed when Bizzlemon graded for the power to Shoutmon Time 4, which incarnated from Shoutmon, Ballistamon, Duralumon, and the Starmons. It is a speedy knight who, if it is wonders whether he can run across the land like a swift horse, will gallop to the heavens as if he was sprinting. Because Bizzlemon's power has added to the power of Shoutmon Time 4, each of its techniques has been boosted exponentially. The appearance of its releasing its Star's Blade Celestial makes it appropriate to now call it a fierce god. So here we are to Shoutmon Time 5. It is the finalist mode, but when the hearts of Shoutmon, Ballistamon, Duralumon, the Starmons, and Sparrowmon came together. It is the form of Shoutmon Time 4, who primarily specialize in ground battles that obtain the power of flight as the ultimate power up. Now it's time to talk about Shoutmon Time 5B. It is the Pegasus War God mode, formed when Digimon graded 4 power to Shoutmon Time 5, which incarnated from Shoutmon, Batistamon, Dorulomon, the Starmons, and Sparrowmon. Digimon Firepower is added to the full power of Shoutmon Time 4, who boasts of being unmatched either on land or in the air, boosting its fighting strength exponentially. This Pegasus becomes a galloping comet across the sky and makes ports of any kind of opening with its godlike speed, and with its power, which shall surely be prized as a divine skill. It is like a war god sent from heaven to destroy demons. Now here we are to Shoutmon Time 5S, that is very similar to Shoutmon Time 4S, but the power has definitely increased even better. And he also obtained propulsive power, and undoing it with the supreme flying ability to fly up past the distant stratosphere and up to space. He also awakened to the ability to absorb cosmic energy directly into its body by advancing into space, and acquired the power to freely manipulate the absorbed energy as techniques of marvelous power. Here, the cosmic fighter filled with cosmic energy was born, soaring through space at hyperspeed. Now, there's Shoutmon Time 6, that is the Digifuse of Shoutmon Dx, Batistamon, Dorulomon, and the Starmons. To Shoutmon X6, it is the evolution mode formed from the Digifuse of Omni Shoutmon, Zika Greymon, Alter Batistamon, Yaja Dorulomon, and Raptor Sparrowmon. And it is considered to surpass Shoutmon Time 7 in defensive and flying ability because its body and wings shine gold and silver. Oh, there's also a Bitsumon plus Omni Shoutmon fusion that is still unnamed. Now to Shoutmon Time 7. It is the Ardor Burst mode, which digifused from Batistamon, Dorulomon, the Starmons, and Sparrowmon with Shoutmon Dx and attained further power. Its 4 passionate hearts burn within the gold digitoid that forms its body, and emit a divine aura. When Shoutmon Time 7 stands upon the battlefield, it is in the realization of peaceful world, which is the entire goal of the Digimon that digifuse into Shoutmon Time 7. If it carries those wish in its heart, it is able to keep going forward without even yielding to any kind of attack. Its passionate soul longs for peace in the middle of the battlefield, and it wields its Megfield brand mic in its right hand and the Zanahoria in its left. He overcomes close combat battles with its cross-burning rocker, and dominates long-distance battles with its double flare buster. And when he clinches victory or finds himself in a tight spot due to an opponent's fierce attacks, he seals a victory with its 7 victor eyes. And there's also Black Shoutmon Time 7, which is filled with evil power. Now to Shoutmon Time 7F Superior Mode, that is the Digifuse of Shoutmon with all of the Fusion Fighters, United Army, the warriors of the DigiXros, and all the Digimon of the digital world. And well, here we are now to Neomantismon Darkness Mode Shoutmon. That is the result of Neomantismon Darkness Mode, 2 dark digifusing Shoutmon into himself. Though even stronger than before, the accidental absorption of Lopmon causes this form to be unstable. And now there's also a human form Shoutmon that can be seen in the manga, and it looks pretty cool. Like, I would love to see more Digimon in human form now. So yeah guys, that is it for the Digivolution Line Explain series. It was really great to talk about each and every single one, and I really appreciate the supports on each and every single one. You guys showed so much love, and I really appreciate it. And that was really the motivation to keep making those videos, because you guys showed so much love, and it was really cool because I was able to learn more about each and every single of those Digivolution line, and plus you guys learned as well with me, so it was really awesome. And now I do know there's so many more Digivolution line out there, but I figured that the ones that we did here are enough for the channel, guys. So now, you know, we want to move on to a brand new journey starting next week with new Digimon content that is going to be different and great. Trust me, it's going to be so awesome. I can't wait for that, guys. But now, if you notice, in the beginning of August, I was uploading every single day. Then I slowed down the week after to every other day. Then I started slowing down again to 3 uploads a week. And this week, I went with only 2 uploads a week. And pretty much the schedule will now be every Wednesday and Saturdays. And the reason why is because I want to focus more on quality instead of quantity. Because I used to do quantity a lot before because I was doing Let's Plays, and it is very easy to edit. And it was definitely easier to give my thoughts on stuff as well while I was doing that. But now we're in a time where I feel like I want to focus more on quality, guys. So yes, I will be uploading only 2 times a week, but keep that in mind, guys, that if a new Digimon games comes out, like Digimon Real Rise and Digimon Survive, of course I'm going to be uploading daily uploads. So that's pretty much how it's gonna work. Or if there's any Digimon news or Digimon Master stuff coming that are quite cool to talk about, then I'm definitely gonna make a video on the same day. You know, I'm not gonna wait on Wednesday or something like that. But like on the overall content, it's gonna be every Wednesday and Saturday. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna be really great, guys. Trust me, I have many cool things planned out, and that's gonna be so dope. And if you're new to the channel, by the way, you should totally subscribe because it's gonna be great. And by the way, guys, if you'd like to check out my Instagram, over there I have so many cool Digimon posts. So if you like to join me on that journey as well, you can follow it. It's free, you feel me? And I'm also going in construction for 1 year because I want to get a nice job on the side while I'm doing YouTube. But I really want YouTube to be my job because, you know, that is the dream job for real. It is so fun to do, so hopefully in the future it will happen. But as of now, I still need a side job that is going to be construction. So it's definitely going to pay well, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm probably going to be able to get a house within a year or so if I save up a lot with this job. So I'm definitely going to get a nice house, and then, you know, I'm going to have my nice Digimon room house. That's going to be great. So there's still things I can do on the side. Plus, you know, if you didn't know, I was working 60 hours a week throughout the whole month of August. So that's another reason why the uploads were kind of low as well. But now that, you know, I'm pretty much done with work, I'm only gonna work like 2 to 3 times a week while I'm at school to make sure that, you know, I don't just, you know, live to live. I don't know. But yeah, guys, I really appreciate the support as always. You guys showed so much love throughout the summer. I'm really looking forward to the future content, and like I said, I hope you guys look forward to it. It's gonna be great. And yeah, peace out and have an amazing Gucci sexy day. You know it.